Thank you very much for the chance to be here with you this morning. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Sam Ervin IV, or Jimmy Ervin. I'm a candidate for the seat on the Supreme Court that Justice Martin is vacating. I'm a proud product of the Burke County Public Schools, Davidson College, and Harvard Law School. During my nearly 18 years in private practice, I handled a wide variety of civil, criminal, and administrative matters at both the trial and appellate levels. I served on the Utilities Commission for 9.5 years and have served on the Court of Appeals for nearly 5.5 years, which gives me about 15 years worth of judicial and quasi-judicial experience. At the Court of Appeals, I've written hundreds of opinions that address a whole lot of different kinds of issues, all of which are available for your perusal if you want to look at them. I think that the breadth of experience that I have both as a practitioner and as a judicial and quasi-judicial official give me qualifications to serve on the Supreme Court. I believe I'm fully qualified to do what I think the members of the Supreme Court ought to do, which is two things. First of all, correct any mistakes made by other courts, and then secondly, to identify and decide significant issues to bring certainty to our law. My judicial philosophy is pretty simple. It stems from long talks with the two judges that have influenced me the most, who were my father and my grandfather. I learned from them that all people ought to be treated equally under the law regardless of their political affiliation, their gender, their race, or any other characteristic that they might have. I learned from them that each case has real impact on real people. And I learned from them that no judge should have a political axe to grind of any character. I simply don't have, and I think my record demonstrates that I don't have, any political, personal, or ideological agenda. The absence of such an agenda and the willingness to make decisions without reference to political consequences, to me, is the hallmark of what an independent judiciary should be about. The judicial elections this year are truly critical. As a result of some developments that Justice Parker discussed earlier, we're running a real risk of having increasing politicization of the judiciary. We saw in the race that I was involved in 2012 the expenditure of large amounts of money in support of ads that, among other things, attacked my trustworthiness. Earlier this year, we've seen attacks that misled folks about a decision that Justice Hudson made. We're going to probably see more of that again this fall. And I think it puts a burden on members of the bar to tell folks about the importance of these races, to select the candidate that they support, and to spread the word about the reasons for the decisions that they've made in these races. As long as the members of the bar do this, I believe that we can preserve an independent judiciary, but it's not going to happen without work. The only way that we can prevent a politicized judiciary is for these kinds of efforts to fail, and I ask you to help that be done. I ask you to support my candidacy because I believe I'm the best qualified candidate in the race. I also ask you to support my candidacy because as a vote for the independence of the judiciary. Thank you very much for the chance to be here.